Hi everyone, it's Katie from A4Autism. So I have a new product review for you. So these in front of me are curly shoelaces. So curly shoelaces are made for people who struggle with putting shoelaces on, struggle tying shoelaces, and almost like Velcro makes things easier. These definitely make things easier for getting your shoes on, and being able to do them up easier. You can do them up, you can leave them sort of loose, so you can show certainly children with autism how to gain some independence when it comes to tying their shoelaces, which is fabulous. My little boy loves being independent as much as possible, and the one thing that he really struggles with are shoelaces. He has a lot of Velcro shoes, but there are sometimes, like trainers for instance, where they just are shoelaces. There's just no way around it. So I searched over the internet and I found these. So you can get, these are the curly shoelaces. So these are from a company who are based on eBay but also have an online presence. So they are at www.curlyshoelaceshop.com. Just turn that over so you can see that a bit better on this side. There you go. So it's www.curlyshoelaceshop.com. They also have an eBay shop, which as you can see right there is Curly Shoelace Shop. Okay, so the lovely gentleman Ian I spoke to at Curly Shoelace, who runs the business, agreed to send me a child version and an adult version. There's only one there because the other one's currently in my shoe, which I'm going to show you in a second. So the idea being is that you pop them in. They then obviously stay in the shoe, as do shoelaces. You don't have to physically tie them up if you don't want to. They fit perfectly fine without, but you can cross them over, which will make it look like they're tied. So again, just another way of getting a bit of independence. It's really great for everybody as well, not just children with autism. It can be great for anybody with autism, but also people who have maybe issues with mobility, maybe with their hands. They have issues tying. These are going to be great for them. Or maybe anybody who has any kind of difficulties with grips and things like that. This is a really good alternative. These are fantastic. So I'll show you how they work. When you do order from Ian, you do get a full instruction set right there of how to do them, with some really helpful images as well. So I'll show you briefly how these work. So these are the children's, this is the adults. I'm obviously going to be using an adult because I've got big feet. So just here. So what you do, first of all, is you pull it through as you would a normal shoelace, okay? And just make sure you've got roughly the same on each side. Now, there is a thing that says that you can twist them in the opposite directions, and what that will do is loosen off the twists. So effectively, you're getting a longer shoelace. I've not needed to do that yet, so but it's there if you need to. So it's easier with your shoe on. You tend to find that it is easier doing it that way. You can do it when the shoe's off, of course, but for this purpose I'm going to do it on. Okay, so what you're doing is you're putting it through the bottom and it's going up and out each one there. Okay, so we're just going to take, and bear with me because obviously I'm doing this one-handed, so we're just going to take that, push it through and pull. Nice and simple. Pull it as tight as you like. The next one, same thing. Just going to put that in. Well, I'm going to try and put it in. And pull that one tight. So as you can see now, this is what they're beginning to look like. Okay? Okay, so I've just snuck forward a little bit. So as you can see, these are now in and tied. Okay? So at this point, I don't ever do the top one up. That's just my personal preference. So at this point, you can leave them hanging out like that. If that's how you want to have your laces, then absolutely fine. The other way that you've got of doing it is you can literally twist them around each other. So if you want that sort of more security, you can literally take the two and just twist. Okay, and they're done. They're done and in place now. So that's it. as you can see. Now they're not too tight, they're not too loose. Actually, they're about perfect to how I would put my trainers on. So then you can literally undo them. I mean, how easy is that? That's just amazing. And then shoe slips off, perfectly easy. And then getting it back on the same. There's quite a lot of give in these when you're trying to put them back on, and then they just ping back to how you want it. Obviously you can tighten them however you want to do them. And then again, it's just a simple wrap them back together. Absolutely perfect. So that then means that if you've got anybody who struggles with laces, you've got a really, really easy option there of making them more independent, letting them feel like they have more control over how they're dressing and their life. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but actually when you have a child with autism, or you have a child or anybody actually who struggles with things like shoelaces, that's a massive thing for them, and that can really be a huge help. So these are absolutely brilliant. Definitely recommend them. So if you want more details, please pop over to the Curly Shoelace shop and purchase them. You'll see loads of different colours and sizes. And we will pop this review on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel, so please keep subscribed to us so you keep up to date with all the other reviews that we do. Have a lovely day. Thank you.